this just came to my mind and I feel like I need to share it, especially for people that want to venture into hair business. When I started my business, I told you guys, if you can go down to my page, you can see when I talked about how I actually started hair business, how I paid for classes and I got contacts. And I can tell you that now I don't use most of the contacts that I actually got from those classes. But I will just drop this here because of I came across a video of somebody talking about job shippers and you being able to get your hairs before you start selling them. Like if you cannot afford a hair that you want to sell, that I think maybe you shouldn't venture into the business. I think that was how the person put it. But I'm just sharing my story here so that you can just know that your journey might be different. It's not always the actual way that people put it or actually say it that it can go. Everybody has their own grace. That's what I'll always say. You can actually enter a business 1 year and it's good for you. Like you just go viral and then all it takes, that's all it takes for some people. Why some people you have to be there like 10 years, I don't know. But that's just it. But then this, when I got my contacts, I couldn't afford one hair from there. I'm not saying it based on the fact that I can afford like a lot of hairs now because I'm still growing, but I'll just tell you how I started my business. I actually got a hair from a contact without patronizing that contact with a customer's money. I got that hair with a customer's money, and actually, it was what I ordered that I got from it. I'm not saying it based on the fact that you should go and take risk or use a customer's money and purchase a hair, but I can tell you that you can just be lucky. That's just you can just be lucky because the current supplier that I even have now, the person DM'd me. Do you get that? So a spirit just told me I should just use the money that I have to test out the contact. At least if I'm dreaming big, I have to like take the risk. I don't have to be always in the shadow and things like that. So I've always been this kind of person that I don't think about something too much. If I think about something too much, I might end up not doing it. So I paid for the contact right in the time that I was in the vehicle. I paid for some amount of hair. I think I paid for like up to 1 kg, I guess. That was the first time I was ordering hair from Vietnam. And the first thing I collected or I paid for with a customer's money was from China. That was from the content I got from the class. But this one I'm getting from Vietnam now was not the content I got from the class. It was just somebody that just randomly texted me on WhatsApp. That was how it happened. And then God being so good, like my spirit just aligned with the person. You get that? And I paid for that contact. I paid for hairs from that person. And the person sent me the hair. It was good. And right now, that is actually the contact that I'm using. And you can't even believe that this person can actually send me hairs. If I pay part payments, he sends me hairs without even finishing up my payments because I do pre-order and some of my customers might not have the full money, but I'll just tell them, pay, just deposit, let me just book a slot for you, and my factory will actually make those hairs for me and send it to me. So if my customer balances up their payment, I send it to my factory and I send my customers their hair. Do you get that? And my factory can actually wait for months to even collect the hand. I'll tell them, okay, you can just be patient with me because I'm also patient with my customer. You get, and they will not even complain. They will not even DM me and tell me, oh, where's my money? Oh, where is this? Where is that? Sometimes they even send me hair on credit and I don't even pay for anything till I'm done selling those hairs. I pay for them. I pay the hair back. I paid them the money. So that's just it. People come out on social media and just tell you, give you a blueprint or give you something or based on their experience. You get what works for them or what has been working for other people. That's just like, let me say, average. Do you get that? But I'll just tell you that you should not think about it too much. As long as it is what God actually wants you to do or to be, you don't think about it too much. You just need to go in with faith. I think I also talked about this sales that I also had. I did my sales. I made sales. I just woke up one morning. I prayed. Like I wouldn't want to talk about it a lot, but let me just give a little backstory about how it happened. I just prayed because I think I talked about it in my previous video. I prayed about the fact that I was not having like much sales, and that day, like my spirit just told me I should just do sales. Mind you, my business was just 1 year and 6 months. Like I wouldn't even dare because I never really had orders coming in few months prior, like 2 months, 3 months prior. I had like I think one or two orders. So it was barely something, it was not even anything that could encourage me to even do sales because I would even play with myself. But the Holy Spirit told me I should do that sales. After I finished praying for the Lord sales, I did that sales. And I had turnover of like I had like 3 kg worth of orders from my factory. I ordered like 3 kg worth of orders from my factory. And that was what I unboxed in my previous video. So I'll just tell you that life will be so easy for you if you are aligning in God's direction. Life will be so easy for you. Don't enter a business because of, okay, you just want to profit from the business. If your passion is not in the business, there are some things that is going to fail for you, because God can actually see your work, and He said He's going to bless the works of your hand. He will only bless the works of your hand if you are diligent in that, or if you are diligent in it, or if you're actually working hard for it, and you're proving that you are active in that business. He can actually bless it, and He will only bless it if you really understand what you're doing, because God cannot give you certain clients if He knows that you can't actually give them what they want. You get that? So I've actually taken my time to work on myself enough to actually serve a certain amount of audience. Then, if I'm able to get my target, I can actually go further for upgrade classes. I am very intentional about my growth. I'm still a small business owner, but I'm just telling you guys this just in case you want to just start that business. It must not be hair business, it can just be anything. You can just start it as long as it aligns with God's will. You can actually pull through in that business. And I'm telling you, things will be falling in pleasant places for you. That contact was God's will, because I'm sure that the contact that they gave me in those classes would even dare to even give me hair without even me completing my payment. I'm telling you. But now I have a business partner, not just a supplier, but a business partner that can be patient with me with any time that I send him the money. And I make sure that he still keeps that trust with me. That even if the money comes in later, I send it to him without even eating one drop of the money. That is just how it is. And I hope that this motivates somebody out there to actually do it without even thinking about it too much. First thing you need to know is that it's not going to be easy. It will never be easy. Nothing good or anything that is good does not come easy. That is what you just need to know. Anybody that tell you that, oh, I just started the business, piam 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 piam, I started getting, is if that person actually didn't work for it. Because there are people that have sponsors already, that started running ads, started paying influencers, and then they got turnovers. I'm not talking about someone that is building a business from scratch. If you're building a business from scratch with no sponsor, nothing, you have to be patient with it, because it will not grow the way you are imagining. It will only grow gradually, and to grow according to the way you grow. Do you get? It will grow according to the way you grow. So if you're growing in your mindset, definitely those sales will come. Do you get? As long as it is what you claim that you're selling, that is what you're giving to your customers. There are people that will refer you, because I have people now that can stake their reputation on my brand. Like the sales that I even got by December was actually through referrals from one person. Through referrals from one person. So you don't even need crowd. You actually need few people that can align you to the crowd. Start that business today.